Monday Hoops, coming up. Taking complete ownership of his team's offense, Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors go up against the Washington Wizards and their long, versatile four-man, Andre Blanche. Golden State, Washington, NBA action.
We'll see the Golden State Warriors taking on the Washington Wizards. A little something to brighten your Monday morning. And good Monday morning to all of you. It's time for the NBA on 2K Sports. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Monta and Curry in the backcourt. David Lee and Andres Biedrins up front and right. And for the Wizards, Lodge and McGee up front. Nick Young is out there with Wall and Howard. Like a lot of bottom feeders in the East last year, the Wizards struggled mightily against the Western Conference.
And no surprise there, Kevin. I mean, just 8 wins for them. Not a good showing by any means, but they actually took a step, backwards from 2009 when they tallied up 9 wins against the West.
Here's Wall. Here's Young. Curry with the steal. And Doris Burke spoke with Don Nelson. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Coach told me that they're facing a team that may be the best in the league at forcing opponents into defensive mistakes. He said, listen, we need to be one step ahead of them at our own end, because if you sit back, they have the ability to carve up a defense and make you look foolish. Guys, they don't want to see that today.
Thanks, Doris. We'll see what more they can do against these shooters.
Well, I think it comes down to 2 things, trusting the overall defensive strategy and trusting each other.
Well, Clark, you look at Blatch, 6'11", skilled. There's no question he's got talent.
Tremendous talent. And really, when Arenas went down, Blatch was able to step in and show that he could carry the load offensively. He's got a nice mid-range shot. He can get to the rim. He's active on the glass. I mean, this is a top-notch power forward in my mind.
So it's Washington now. Rips it down.
Plays like that are what makes this league so great. He's a special player.
I don't care if you're a fan of another team. You have to admire someone, Clark, who can make those types of plays. Nice second look we just had there with our Sprite Slam Cam. Here's Curry after the basket by Washington. Back to Ellis. Defended by, and it's Monta Ellis with the finish.
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day for that one. Now that was a dunk.
He certainly put a little something extra into that slam.
Little added pizzazz.
And Washington has possession. Ball with it. Here's Blatch, and Washington again with the bucket.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
Curry passes to Lee. Screen by Lee. Curry kicks to Lee. And the one-handed jam to finish.
Yes, nice fundamental basketball. Get that screen in place solidly, and then take it to the rim.
Show a little patience, then zoom right in. Here's Wall. 2:59 left in the first. Clark head coach Flip Saunders, an impressive amateur career as a basketball player. He led the state of Ohio in scoring as a high school senior with, 32 points a game?
Yeah, I knew about Flip growing up in Cleveland myself, and he played alongside Kevin McHale at the University of Minnesota. And when Kevin was in charge of the Timberwolves, guess who he brought in as coach?
Flip Saunders.
Yep.
Pretty good combination. And here is Curry after the three-pointer from Josh Howard. Jacks up a 3. Curry can't get it to go. The Wizards with the lead. Coach Saunders entering his 15th season as an NBA head coach.
Yeah, just his 2nd season in Washington. He's an offensive-minded coach, and I think he's got some gifted players to work with in D.C.
Howard can't hit.
You know, he can make a few from out there, but the defense seemed unconcerned by him pulling up. They were giving him all sorts of room.
Curry gets the bucket.
The fast break left the defense scrambling to react, and they couldn't get to him in time.
Watch with the screen on Curry. Here's Wall. Again, the Wizards score.
Just put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
Unbelievable injury difficulties for the Warriors last season. Just really derailed their year.
Well, as a bouquet and Wright out for the season, Biedrins, Turioff, and Randolph, Radmanovich all missing time as well. The list goes on and on and on. And with all those guys dressed up like you and me courtside, no wonder the Warriors struggle.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Kwame Brown, who's checked in for the Wizards. Thornton comes in for Josh Howard.
Make some noise! How about that, fans? Your Wizard girl. Go on and give it up.
Here's Brown. All with it. Poked away.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it. He got baited into throwing that one. The defense was well on top of it.
Brown. Money on the 10-footer. And we're now all tied up at 13. Here's Ellis. It's to Curry. The Wizards with the turnover. On offense, here are the Wizards. Here's Wall, and laid up and in.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Right side Curry. Back to Lee. He's against Bloch, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Here's Ellis. Lets loose for 3. Curry can't get it to go.
Defense did just enough to bother him on that shot, but you have to think he'll get that to fall next time he tries it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Ellis. The Warriors trail. Whips it in off the sweet pick. Ellis has got 6 points.
The defender couldn't get around the pick, and his help didn't show up in time. Nice play for the layup right there.
Some great action here as the first quarter concludes. Wizards out front, leading by a point.
They're making the extra pass and finding guys for open look. I love the discipline they've shown in their offense so far.
And we'll see you in just a moment. Closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. Here's Curry. 6 points for him. Clark, when you talk about the Washington Wizards, a team in turmoil last season.
Well, they traded away the number 5 pick trying to make a run at playoff dominance. It actually all fell apart, Kevin, due to injuries, legal troubles for Gilbert Arenas and Javaris Crittenton. They've got work to do.
John Wall and Gilbert Arenas pairing up in the backcourt. Howard is out there with Gian Liam and McGee. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, with John Wall being the number 1 overall pick and a clear consensus pick, obviously a lot of people were very high on this young man. And his head coach, Flip Saunders, is certainly one of those. He said some point guards have size, some have the ability to create at the basket, some have the ability to run the break, some have the ability to defend. Very few have the ability that he does to do all of those things. Guys, it seems like this team believes that this young man can bear the weight of expectations.
A lot for a player his age to carry, but he seems like he's ready. Thanks, Doris. And it was clear, Clark, that the team was not going to contend in the East. The Wizards ended up dumping their big contracts and going into rebuilding mode.
And I think that was the right move. I mean, you have to cut your losses at some point. The rebuilding process got a huge lift in the draft lottery. And the number 1 pick, John Wall, I think he's going to be a star.
What a year for Gilbert Arenas last year. Said he wanted a fresh start after the turmoil of last season. And Clark, I guess the Agent Zero nickname will have to be retired.
Yeah, I've got to put it on ice, partner. He's still got hibachi, and hopefully he'll keep that one and play up to it as well.
Now here's Ellis. 6 points for him. The inside gets the bucket. Lee's got his second basket of the game.
They've been trading buckets and trading leads. What outstanding competitors out there.
He's guarded by Ellis. McGee backs in. From deep. No good from Arenas.
You know, 9 out of 10 times he's making you pay on a wide open look like that. I guess that was number 10, though.
Lee, a screen on Arenas. Ellis dishes to Lee. McGee's there. Takes it up. And count that bucket right there. He keeps with it, and now a free throw shot for him. For the Wizards, Andre Blatch, he's checked in for Gian Leon. And Nick Young is subbed in for John Wall. Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one.
David Lee is just one terrific rebounder. I mean, one of the best in the league. Even at 6'9", he goes after him like he's much bigger.
Lee against Blatch. Over Lee. The shot by Blatch, no good.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
As soon as Lee got the minutes, he put up some terrific numbers.
Kevin, he's just one of those guys that packs a lot of production into his playing time. I mean, on a per minute basis, per minute played basis, he gets an awful lot done scoring and rebounding.
With Steph Curry last season, the Warriors just kept adding to their arsenal of deadly shooters.
Yeah, and if you're going to struggle, one of the things you want to make sure you can do is shoot the ball, and they can do that. They were a team that could score with the best of them, Kevin, and outside shooting continues to be a strength for them.
Here's Curry. He's got 12. Beatrice's shot is off. 2:30 left in the second. Arenas kicks to Howard. Picked up by Ellis. Howard, good. And Clark, you have to think that what this Golden State team needs is a big man who can command some attention inside the paint.
You want to have that outside-inside balance, Kevin, and with all those shooters, if you can get somebody who can demand attention in the paint and can produce in there, that makes them a dangerous team.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, some exciting changes in Golden State. Some talented new players to be sure, but also new ownership. For the Warriors, only one playoff appearance in the last 16 seasons, the worst of any team in the league. During that span, a winning percentage ahead of only the Los Angeles Clippers. The Warriors faithful so hoping that the new leadership can help steer the organization towards more consistent success. Guys, these great fans certainly deserve it.
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. And making a change here, the Wizards. Here's Brown. Takes the shot. And Washington again with the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, it's not a good sign for the defense if he's getting off.
Ellis, the pass to Curry. Behind the arc, another three for Golden State.
He's been stroking it from long range all game long. Actually, most of his points have come from beyond the arc.
Now Wall. Now Young. Knocks it loose. Can't answer back with his own three. Warriors leading by 8. Outside Curry. He's picked up by Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shots good by Ellis.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball on offense.
Great team play there, Kevin. That's what it's all about, moving the ball and getting good shots.
Young's shot is off.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
He's picked up by Wall. Curry passes to Biedrins. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot two.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Shooting from Golden State. Andres Biedrins. 2 shots.
And that one misses. So for the Wizards, McGee's checked in, and it's Howard in for Al Thornton. Udo's checked in for the Warriors. Williams comes in for Jarrell Wright. Second free throw, no good. Back to Curry. Tries again. That's good.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 20.
Well, he's really been big for their team, finding a way to consistently get it done on the scoreboard.
Here's Wall, guarded by Curry. And here's Wall. Inside, Arenas. He's guarded by Ellis. Arenas with the bucket. Now Udo. Here's Ellis. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, he's playing a well-rounded game, and he's really helped them in a number of ways.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 20 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on them. His defense has been equal to his offense today, and both have been great.
Warriors lead by 12.
Nothing takes the edge off a Monday like HP at the half. The Golden State Warriors are ahead against Washington. An explosion of scoring so far. This team has been unstoppable. Stephen Curry with an amazing start. After 2, he's got 20 points, been dialed in from downtown so far. And a scrappy effort by Washington. Excellent bench production. The second string coming in, knocking down the shots. John Wall is off to a good start. He's chipped in with a few points and has put on a show with all the assists he's dished out. And now we send you back to our crew of Kevin, Clark, and Doris. Hope to see you next time.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. Thus far, a somewhat one-sided game. And here comes Curry. A 12-point game. The Wizards only able to grab 15 wins at home last season, Clark.
Yeah, it's a very disappointing season for them, Kevin. I mean, we know all about the drama that they went through, and it had to have an unbelievable effect on the court because you can't separate off-the-court drama from on-court production.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jarrell Wright and David Lee are the forwards. Monta and Curry in the backcourt, and Biedrins. Here's Curry. 22 points for him. The Wizards did have a bad year, as you mentioned, but at the end, there was some hope.
Yeah, you know what? Towards the end of last year, they were starting to come together a little bit. Andre Blatch really showed what he could do, and a lot of the young guys had an opportunity to get some playing time.
Shots good from Young. Here's Ellis. 10 points for him.
The idea now is to try to wear them down with full court man-to-man defense.
A difficult situation for Washington. 15-point game. And here's Young. Jump-off pass. McGee up high and down hard.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty to watch him just rise up and put it down.
Clark, doesn't it look like he's always having fun out there?
Yeah, he's having a party. I mean, they might need to stock a spare backboard when this guy comes to town.
Now here's Lee. 7 points in the game. Blatch defending. 5 to shoot. And Biedrins kicks to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover.
Washington ball.
Here's Wall. Just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Washington calls timeout. Here's Wall. Howard in the post, right on him, goes up. Here's Wall. Now here's Ellis. Ellis left side, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry, shooting 1.
Clark, the Warriors coaching staff says that Steph Curry is extremely responsive to suggestions.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, to be coachable and ready to receive coaching. They wanted him to come off screens more aggressively, and once they told him that, he started doing it consistently.
Kicks to Curry. Great anticipation.
There's never any reason to leave your feet to make a pass.
Here's Young. Can't get it to go, so the Warriors take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And with Steph Curry, who grew up around the game, he's already got a great understanding of how to play.
And you know, Kevin, it's kind of like growing up in the family business for somebody outside of the world of sports. He knows the nuances of what's expected, the nuances of the game, and that always serves you well.
And it's Lee, that time on the assist by Curry. Lee's got 9.
Way to square up off the quick turnaround. That's textbook, and it's pretty.
The Grizzlies supposedly offered the beat, Mayo, and maybe even a first-round pick for Monta Ellis last season, but Golden State refused.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that in the trade rumor mill. It would have been interesting, to say the least, had that been consummated, that deal. I was a little shocked that the beat was being shopped so early after he was drafted, but, I guess Memphis really had a love Jones for Monta Ellis.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by Washington. Outside Curry. No good. And Washington will go the other way. Here's Wall. Young for 3. Kept alive. Here's Bletch. Connects from in close. Bletch has got 8 points.
When you get a hot hand like him, it's real simple. You need to keep going with it.
Ellis outside. Beadrinch a screen. To the wing. Passes it back. Ellis against Young. Again, Golden State.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot.
On offense, here are the Wizards. They trail by 14. All with it. Got a piece of it.
Despite that turnover, they've been spectacular protecting the ball, but they need to improve in other areas if they're going to pull this one out.
It's Ellis on the wing, defended by Young. Ellis, and laying it in as that one falls through. Ellis has got 14 points.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Here's Young. From downtown, scooped up. Blatch kicks to McGee. Howard. All with it. Second shot opportunity. Here's Blatch, and Washington again with the bucket.
His height is really an advantage on that medium-range jumper. He can just rise up and pop it right over the defenders and get a good shot every time.
We have just finished the third quarter, and it's a double-digit ball game.
37.
Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's been filling it up, Kevin. No surprise there. He's a guy who can really do damage when he's in a groove.
Back in just a minute here in Washington. Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for our Sprite Spark of the Game report. Let's go to Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Today's Sprite Spark, Stephen Curry. We've seen him drop in a lot of points as he continues to carve up the defensive efforts thrown his way. He's been lighting up the defense tonight, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Clark, give me your thoughts, igniting his team much of the way.
Well, just a man on a mission, Kevin. His goal is not to let his team lose if he can help it.
Here's Wall. John Wall and Gilbert Arenas pairing up in the backcourt. Gian Leon is out there with Howard and McGee. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Back to Arenas. Over Ellis. No good from Arenas.
They're showing a slight advantage on the boards in this one to this point, Kevin.
Now Curry. Gilbert Arenas covering.
And there's another giveaway for him now, and you know he didn't have a single turnover in the first half.
Let's go with a three. Arenas can't get that one to fall. And so here's Golden State. 17 points was their biggest margin, and the shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 16. Here's Washington now. It's a 16-point game. He's guarded by Ellis. And he's able to score the bucket. Foul called by the official. So one free throw for him right here.
First personal foul, team's first.
And making a change here, the Wizards.
Gilbert Arenas. Shooting one.
And he makes the free throw. Here's Curry. He's covered by Arenas. The tray, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist from David Lee. 29 points for Steph Curry.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Washington calls timeout. Snatched away.
And Kev, that's only his first giveaway for the game.
Ellis outside. And it's Howard picking him up. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Josh Howard. First personal foul, team's first. Shooting for Golden State. Monta Ellis. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
What a game for Ellis. He has 14 points and 5 assists. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
Different look here for the Warriors. Get Zurich's checked in. Udo comes in for David Lee. Reggie Williams, he's checked in for Darrell Wright. And Charlie Bell subbed in for Steph Curry. Here's Arenas. Just over 3 minutes left in the fourth. Now Young. Ellis dishes to Williams. No good. And it's the Wizards taking it the other way. Here's Howard. Nails the easy jumper. Here is Bell. Ellis outside. He's covered by Arenas. Back to Ellis. 5 on the clock. Outside Williams. 2 on the clock. Jump shot is good that time.
Assist from
Williams has got his first 2 points. It's tipped.
He tried to air it out. Bad pass there.
Ellis outside. He's covered by Arenas. Clock at 4. Here's Ellis, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 19. 1:59 left in the game. The Wizards making a switch here. Wall's checked in, and then for Golden State. Fargo's checked in. Here is Arenas. Here's Howard. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds.
Warriors ball.
And so here's Golden State. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Tipped.
The defense anticipated the kick out the whole time.
Here's Blatch. Caps the break with a nasty stuff.
That's just poor defense, Kevin. Somebody's got to get back and defend the basket. Instead, they give up a rack-to-rack finish.
Here is Bell. It's dumped off. Gilbert Arenas covering. Down low. Here's Udo. In there for 2 on the lay-in.
Assist goes.
And the Warriors lead by 19.
Way to close out an opponent. Kevin, I think we're done here.
And here's Young. Pass to Howard. Fires the 3. Gets the bucket. He's shooting 50% from downtown.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
1 minute left to the 4th. Godzarich backs him down. Five on the clock. Bell, he's covered by Arenas. Shot clock at 3. Again, Golden State.
I think they've sealed this one. Not enough time left to mount a comeback.
Here's Young, and Washington again with the bucket. And so here's Golden State. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. 27 seconds left in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Godzarich. It's in.
Solid double-digit lead. Looks like now they'll just coast to the finish line.
Wall with it. Here's Young. Williams on the rebound.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Brand Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.